So welcome back everyone, Mike here. It is a beautiful day here today. It's not even the middle of March and we're at 60 degrees right now. And there is just a flurry of activity going on around here today. Hannah and Melissa, they are working in the yard, kind of cleaning up from winter, running the leaf blower, just picking up sticks, all that kind of stuff. I'm over here behind the building where this big topsoil pile is, and I'm moving it out of the way because it's kind of in the way of where the road's going to go around the building here. But this is really, really nice dirt. I mean, this is beautiful stuff, and there's quite a bit of it. I would say I have, I don't even know, 5 or 6 triaxle loads maybe, so like 60 yards of topsoil. Not many roots in it at all, and believe it or not, even though it's sat here all winter, it's relatively dry. Now on the top of the pile, it's still frozen. There's about 8 inches of frozen chunks on top, but once you get into it, it's really, really nice stuff. I'll be able to use this. It's kind of in the way though of where the road's going to come around here behind the building, so I want to get this moved out of the way. And then I need to take a tree down over there. I showed you guys that tree before. It's kind of ugly. I know I can get it down. That's not the problem. But there's just not much room to put it down. I've got a chestnut tree down in the front yard that I don't want to smash. There's just all kind of things in the way. I got to pull a bigger root out of here right now. But I will figure that out. But I definitely need to get that tree out of the way, and I'll show you why here in just a bit. But basically, on this back side of the building, where that tree root is, or where the stump is, it's higher than the building, and I'd like everything to kind of slope away from the building. Plus the tree is kind of hanging over the building. I should have gotten that out of there before, when we cleared the rest of the trees. At that point I thought it was far enough away, but it's not at all. So this morning I was just kind of cleaning up some things. I had to get my landscape trailer out. I got a buddy of mine coming over later today. He's going to borrow it. I'm pretty particular about who I lend stuff to, but he's a great guy, and he's my gunsmith. So you like to stay in good graces with your gunsmith. I'll introduce you to him if he gets here in the next hour or two, for anybody local, but he does really good work. And another small business success story, you know. He worked in a machine shop for years, and then went to gunsmith school while working full-time. Started a little side business working on guns, and now it's his full-time gig, and I think he actually has a guy working for him. But a great guy, very knowledgeable. I can't believe how dry this stuff is down in the pile like this. Can you imagine over all of our property how much topsoil is here? This whole pile came from just where we built the building. The building's 40 by 72, and I don't know, maybe 20 feet all around it. That all came from that one spot, made this huge pile here. There's literally dust in the middle of this pile. one thing I have learned throughout this process here is when you think you have enough room, you don't. You know, I thought I had this pile far enough away, and I mean, I did decide to make the road a little bit wider coming around the building and stuff, but no matter what you do, you always just seem to run out of room. It's like this morning when I went down to get that trailer, I was in a hurry. One day I was using it and I just kind of dropped it where it landed, didn't put it in the right spot, so I actually had to use the excavator to kind of sneak it out of there, because I had set the conveyor up and the log splitter and all that stuff, and I couldn't get it out with my truck or even a tractor. This is a 30-inch bucket I have on this right now. I do have a 4-foot bucket as well, but it's like a grading bucket, a cleanup bucket, or they call them a ditching bucket, I guess. But to tell you the truth, I think, I'm not sure, I'd have to check, but this 30-inch is a lot deeper. It may have more capacity. I'm not sure. I'll have to check that out. But really, a 30-inch bucket on this machine here is about the maximum that I want to go. When I get a real big heaping bucket and swing over the side, it gets just a little tipsy. I mean, you're not going to flip over or anything like that. It's just you get the rocking around, and I like having it set up nice and stable. Look at that big frozen chunk there. So here's what I'm talking about. I've got this road here. It's going to come all the way around the building. This topsoil pile's in the way. Really just here, but if you look, it's kind of hard to tell on camera. Even where the excavator's sitting is probably 5 or 6 inches high. And then when you get over to that tree stump right there, it rises up. And what happens is, water was laying in here. So I'm going to get this pile moved out of the way, cut all this down a little bit, and then we're going to deal with that tree. Once the tree's gone, this will all just kind of roll off here, and water will flow away from the building. Looking at this pile now, there was probably more than 60 yards here. I mean, it's a big pile. But that is some nice dirt right there. Really nice topsoil. All right, I got my buddy Justin here. I was just telling the guys a little bit ago, I don't normally lend stuff to people, but you're a good egg.
I appreciate it.
And you know what you're doing. But Justin is a gunsmith. Tell him how you got started.
So I was always interested in kind of the outdoor shooting sports kind of stuff. I shot competitively air rifle in high school. And so kind of was looking to do something along that lines in the gun industry kind of thing. Ended up finding out there's a 1.5-year trade school in Pittsburgh, PA, in Avalon, the PA gunsmithing school. So I started that and kind of knew I wanted to start my own business after that.
And you were working at a machine shop during that time, weren't you?
Yeah, and so yeah, we worked just local here, Pittsburgh Plug and Product. So I worked as a CNC machinist for a few years while I was kind of getting my feet wet in business kind of stuff and growing clientele and building a business. I've been full-time now for almost 6 years now.
Has it been that long already?
So yeah, it's been 6 years since I've kind of cashed out and just built a new building a couple years ago. So we built an 1,800 square foot building. So we got out of the garage where most home businesses start, is in the garage. So my wife's happy to have her garage back. And now we have a designated workshop behind the house that we can.
And what all do you do exactly? I mean, I know you're a gunsmith, but you're into all kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, so we get pretty much into everything. So we do custom rifle builds for like competitive long range shooting, hunting applications kind of stuff. We do refinishing stuff. So we have commercial bluing tanks. We are now certified in Cerakote, which is a ceramic based two-part epoxy kind of based paint kind of stuff. That's now the leading thing in firearm coatings to kind of make things a little different, a little cooler. So we do that, like any general gunsmithing stuff. Like we have a CNC lathe, milling machine, welding equipment. So it's kind of a little do-all shop kind of a deal.
What I'll do, I'll put a link in the description, like for your Facebook page and your website. But I always like seeing the pictures. Because some of these people store a gun like in their basement for years and years, and it just looks horrible. And you bring it back to life.
Yeah, it's been great. So like I said, once you look at the pictures on Instagram, Facebook, we have a lot of pictures we post up routinely of different stuff that we do, different Cerakote projects, builds, and stuff like that. And, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. But we pretty much do a lot of different stuff.
There's a my mom has it now. It was my dad's. He is a 1897 Winchester 12-gauge pump.
Yes.
And, you know, it's nothing crazy, but I always liked that shotgun. It's the same thing. I often thought it'd be nice to do a re-blue on that and everything. It's just a nice little... I think that one was used in World War I, actually.
That one's been around a while, and there's been a few that have just recently come in the shop. There's actually one that came in yesterday, and so it's the takedown model. And so you don't see too many of the takedowns. We saw a lot of the other ones. They always call them the thumb buster, because as soon as you choke up on that thing and you rack it back, you're going to bleed on the old thumb. And so...
Did you ever get any nice old Colt 1911s and stuff, old ones?
Yeah, I've seen a few of those over the years. There was a couple, the Signal and Switch company that did them. There was a couple of the old ones that were made back in that World War II period kind of
stuff. A lot of companies made them for, I mean, even Singer Sewing Machine, I think, made like 1,000 of them. If you had one of them, you'd retire probably.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. And so, a lot of those companies back in those times, everybody kind of got on board with the wartime efforts and stuff like that.
I love the story about Browning and stuff. I mean, that design's still used today, and it's amazing.
A lot of the stuff is still used. Every 50 cal machine gun sitting on every Hummer today is built by him. And so that patent still holds true.
That's crazy. You don't see us driving 120-year-old cars around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's something like those kind of patents have kind of survived the test of time on a lot of that stuff. But
well, good deal. Justin's borrowed the trailer. You're doing a swing set for the kids.
So, we're doing the kids, and so we got a 6', 4, and twin 1.5-year-olds, and so we need to.
I introduced these guys to that Chris Adler the other day. He's got triplets. Everyone I have come over here has got multiples. You know.
That's it. It's a lot of work. I give credit to my wife. She does most of the work on that.
How old are the twins now?
So the twins are about a little over a year now, a year and a half almost now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see you really
24th,
know
so it'll be
exactly
2.
what. Oh,
Exactly.
Somewhere.
That's my wife. Somewhere there about it. They ever had the 1 year birthday. So October 24th is their birthday.
Okay.
I do know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were a lot of fun. But now they're into everything, and so kind of built a little backyard play center for them to kind of
Burn some energy
blow
off.
off a little steam and stuff like that, and do kid things, I guess. So.
Well, good deal.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll put the link to Justin's website and Facebook page in the description. But it's definitely worth you guys checking them out. And anyone in the North Pittsburgh area, or do people even ship stuff to you?
Yeah, like we have stuff shipped out of state. I've shipped stuff to Wisconsin, Florida, like out of state stuff, Vegas area, stuff like that. So yeah, we can do anything over the thing. We have our FFL, so that's a federal firearms license. So we can do anything through the mail it to us. We can mail it right back to you for a signature required. So yeah, it's not totally limited to the local stuff, but So yeah, if anybody's interested, for sure.
Good deal. Well, good luck with the playset.
All right, buddy. Thanks again.
Grandson Ty will love this video. Lots of excavator action. He's not much for the chit chat when I'm talking, but as long as there's equipment moving, he's good. Down in the bottom of this pile, though, it's bone dry. There's literally dust flying down here. It's not even the middle of March now either. I have on my Facebook page, you know how they bring up those memories? I think it might have been 6 years ago. Yeah, Eva would have been about 10 years old then. And I had a Facebook memory. We had about 2 feet of snow. Maybe it was longer than that. I'm not sure. But I know this weather isn't going to last. I mean, we're going to get a little bit more snow. Not much. Get in the rainy season, but this is a great day to take advantage of this weather. Something I wanted to mention too, the other day I did a video, can't remember which one it was, but I'll put it up above. But I asked you guys what everybody did for a living, or if they're retired, what they did, before. And it is amazing. I've been reading through all the comments. I think there's like 1,000 comments, but that would be a good one to go back and watch. We'll actually just read through those comments. Just some of the jobs out there that people do are amazing. I had no idea. Running this machine is just super relaxing for me. I don't know why. I mean, you have to pay attention to what you're doing, but you just kind of get in a groove, and you can think about other things, or plan what you're going to do this weekend, or whatever.